What's going on, guys? Today we're doing a review on the Penn Battle 3. Now this is a reel that I use personally for surf and jetty fishing. Right here I have I'm pretty sure it's a it's a 5,000 size reel, 8-foot rod, and they actually use this on medium heavy. So this one I prefer to use off piers, off the jetty. I'm working toward getting one of those big, more conventional reels for using piers and everything, but for now I'm not need anything crazy heavy, but this is really handle some big fish. Several like 6-foot sharks and other smaller but bigger fish that are more on the inshore side of, especially bank fishermen. People fishing on the bank and the actual shoreline off of not needing a boat. This will be perfect for most big fish we have. But it's a very smooth reel, very strong, and I actually still at the price tags. I've only took it out a few times, but I have Penn products before. It's about 180, and I have 30-pound braid on it, and I run with about 50-pound leader, and it does me a pretty good job. However, there is a couple pros and a couple cons. One, the Penn Battle 3, very reliable when it came to bigger fish. I've never been close to breaking off or even worried about breaking off with this rod. This rod has been able to handle some pretty tough fish, especially for this one being specifically a 2-piece. Another pro is the price. When it comes to saltwater reels, we're gonna start, especially when you're going to like the nice classics, real nice ones that aren't ugly stick, you're gonna reach well over $200 very quickly. But this being, I think this is like the best rod for the average person. This is like a fancy rod for the average person to get. There are other Penn products, the Fierce 4 and everything. I've used several Fierce Penn rods, but this is the best Penn rod I've ever used. The Penn Battle 3 100%. As you see, I have the surf casting version for the shaft being a lot longer. Pause. But this is definitely one of my favorite budget rods. I highly recommend the Facebook Marketplace, eBay. You can get these rods for, I've seen used, fairly used. I've seen for less than 100 for used but practically new. I've seen for about 120 or a little bit more than that. A third pro I would say for this is the casting distance. I have been able to cast super far with actually almost all my Penn products, but this one right here can cast very far. I was surprised because usually, especially when I'm targeting inshore shark, I would prefer to use a kayak or some. I don't really like the drones. Also, I can't really afford drones really. But when it comes to getting a big chunk of bait out really far, this Battle 3 has taken me where I needed to go. So another pro about this is availability. This is a rod you're gonna see in almost every, I would say Bass Pro Shops has all of them all the time. I think even Dick's is a couple. No, Dick's has plenty of Battle 3s. Walmart even has a couple rods and reels. I don't believe they have Battle 3s though. I do know they have Fierce 4 reels. However, this rod is available in many tackle shops. You can find this rod almost anywhere. So if you break a reel and you've already used your warranty, by the way, Penn products do come with a warranty, and which is the best thing. I usually only buy fishing rods if they come with a warranty, because if the company trusts their product enough for it to be replaced for free, then I believe that is a set reason why I want to start off with a product I haven't used before. Fifth thing I really like about this rod is ability to transport. A lot of these surf fishing rods, they don't come in 2 pieces. Some of them just, it's difficult to find trustworthy transportable surf casting rods. In the Penn Battle 3, as you can see, I have the other piece here, has done me well. The cosmetics of this reel are great. As you see, it's a beautiful black and gold rod, and it gets even nicer once you get to the Penn Battle 3 LE. Beautiful rod. One of my personal favorites, definitely in my top 5, and I really do love this rod. I only have a few cons to give it. I say it doesn't cast as smooth as my other rods. So it's not that it doesn't cast smooth, it's just not as smooth. The only other con I would have to give to the rod is you have a little bit of a wind backlash. What I mean by that is if you cast out the reel and the wind can take it, you'll notice your line will be spinning out of control. Sometimes it could get knotted up. And I've noticed it happens more often with this rod in reel combo than it does my other ones. And again, that could be user error, so I'm gonna put that as something not to worry about too much because it hasn't happened to me very much. It's happened to me twice for having this rod this long. That is pretty much it in terms of functionality, reliability, what you're paying for it. I believe the Penn Bow 3 is a great option to get, and I would not turn it down if it was ever given to me. Overall, I would have to give the Penn Bow 2 a solid 7.5 out of 10. Very, very reliable. Good old get dirty. And I can trust it to catch some big fish. Just not something I would personally use if I'm trying to be as accurate or as finesse. This is my sturdy rod that I use to catch big fish. So I hope you guys enjoy and have a good one.